Mm-hmm. You already know what it is.
There's Golden State for Golden State. How much weight can King's shoulders take? When the odds ain't great, some fold and break, while greats let the dreams of a ring motivate. Boys become men when postseasons begin. These lights shine brighter, baby, sink or you swim. To those who got hit by the skin of their teeth, the formula's the same now, win and repeat. Never sleep on a man that's expected to lose, with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. The bottom's full of wolves and they thirsty for blood. The mission is to catch somebody slipping above. But numbers don't lie, I've heard them say it at times. Cream rises to the top is a favorite of mine. And the cream of this crop, you'll admit, is impressive. But to quote the boy Hov, gotta finish your breakfast.
Gotta finish your breakfast.
And watch for the quiet ones, they bring in the storm. Even with a man down, the show must go on. No time for crying, better pick up the slack. Cause ain't no guarantee that you gon' ever be back.
Is there any other song better than this?
I mean, I can name a few, but I don't want to go like that.
Well, I mean, give me two. Give me two songs that you think are better than this.
I mean, I can name you two just from J. Cole's album. It's Window Pane and The Cutoff. Those are two of my favorites from just J. Cole alone, from that artist. So, but, of course.
Man, I don't know. It's still hard. This is only 1 minute. That's the thing. There's only 1 minute in this entire song, a little bit over that. And there's so much heat coming off of that song. Just alone that again, I'm always going to go back to that. Never sleep on a man that's got nothing to lose, that's got something to prove, but nothing to lose. What the? Oh my God, what? How do I not know this song already? Never sleep on a man that's got something to prove, with a chip on his shoulder. And
do you play it back?
Let's do it then.
There's Golden State for Golden State. How much weight can King's shoulders take? When the odds ain't great, some fold and break, while greats let the dreams of a ring motivate. Boys become men when postseasons begin. These lights shine brighter, baby, sink or you swim. To those who got hit by the skin of their teeth, the formula's the same now, win and repeat. Never sleep on a man that's expected to lose, with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove.
Okay.
There you go.
Never expect... What? Never sleep on a man that's expected to lose, with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. Bam. There. That.
There you go. Look, get it tatted and just show it off from there, because everyone's gonna think you're a poet after hearing that.
The crane rises to the top. That's a favorite of mine. That's another like. J. Cole is just straight up motivated. Like, what was he doing writing this? Just alone writing this song alone. What was motivating him? I would love to like talk to him one day and just.
Mind you, he played basketball in college. Like, he played for the University of Arizona, so he's got a background in the sport. So he knows his stuff. He's not a dummy. It's not like these other rappers that you're out there, pretty much repeating the same damn thing over 808 beats. So. But with that being said, welcome to the Daily Grind. This is Young Peter and my co-host, obviously, LAJ. LAJ, say hello to everybody. Yeah, translated, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode 20 what now? Where we're at? Where are we at?
24. We're on episode
24.
Kobe.
Woo, we're at Kobe's number now. All right.
So we about to light this fire up. Damn, no, but legit, there's craziness going on in the NBA. We just had the lottery picks. The playoffs are going on. Are they going on right now? Let me check that out. As a matter of fact, yes, they are. And we have Houston and Golden State 7-6. They just tied it. Oh no, Golden State just went up with Durant going and hitting those free throws. It's wild. There goes James Harden to tie it up. But young Peter, I wonder if you're ready to do your mock draft. As a matter of fact, let me start off by naming the teams that are going to select in this year's NBA draft back coming up in June. And I'll start off with I'll go from top to bottom. 14 is going to be the Nuggets. 13 and 12 is going to be you guys, the Clips. 11 is going to be the Hornets. The 10th pick goes to the 76ers, and that is going to be the Lakers pick. The Lakers had it. I mean, the 76ers had it protected 1 through 4, I believe, and the Celtics had it 5 through 9. And then after that, it would be the Celtics pick. So the 76ers get that pick. Thank God the Celtics don't get it because, damn, imagine having Eastern Conference up 2-0, having all these rookies in their roster, the success they're having right now, and the Lakers pick. It's just like a slap to the face. Coming in at number 9, we got the Knicks. We got the Cavs at number 8. We got the Bulls at 7. Number 6 is the Magic, who the GM took Little Penny to the draft. We got the Mavs at 5. The Grizzlies, who probably had the worst season in a while, picking number 4. The Atlanta Hawks, who just whatever happened. Remember when they had that 60-win season or that 60-something win season, and they
okay. But who was there? Like, remember, Al Horford who plays for the Celtics now. Yeah, Kyle Korver who plays for the Cavs, and then Schroeder, who's still there. And then you have Kent Bazemore, but he was still there. Yeah. And then the other cat, Crawford. He had he had dreads.
Josh Smith?
No. Josh Smith is like left way before these guys were a 60-win team and getting swept by the Cavs. So they were those victims that you were good enough to get the 1 seed, but you weren't good enough to beat LeBron. So
no, they were just disgusting. They lost in what, the Eastern Conference final or the second round?
But it was a final. Yeah. It was a final or second round. I mean, give me some time and I can probably get that.
No, I think it was the Eastern Conference that they lost the to LeBron.
I guess.
What was it, 2015? Yeah, it was.
It was because then the other players left and then they went right to the gutter. So
here's the roster.
And then they had wait. And then I remember this too because we're gonna throw some shade at Atlanta. But you're telling me that you guys picked up Dwight Howard and then traded him or gave him up to Charlotte. And then I don't know if you ever saw this, and maybe one day you probably have to reference this one day, but they actually gave him a thank you Dwight Howard video, which I already knew those were getting kind of overkill. But damn, they did it for a player who was only there for maybe half or even somewhat of the season.
Wait a minute. He wasn't.
He wasn't on the team. And the highlights, he was on the team. And the highlights were honestly more of his charitable work than his play on the court. So wow.
He wasn't on that 60-win team. He wasn't. I'm looking at the roster right now.
I know he wasn't. I'm not saying he was. I'm just saying if we're still talking about Atlanta, I just wanted to throw that out there where on their Twitter, I remember seeing that they said thank you Dwight when they went to play on this year. And you're like, why? Like, what are you doing?
Well, wasn't it him that posted that? Yeah, it was him. He went on Twitter and he said, "Damn, the off-season trades are wild." And then right after that, he gets traded. Like immediately right after that tweet.
Oh yeah, traded. I remember because we talked about that. We were just like, oh hey.
Hey, so this team wasn't all that bad, but look, check this out. So the people that stand out, we already mentioned Kent Bazemore. Elton Brand was on there. DeMar Carroll was there. Al Horford, Kyle Korver, Shelvin Mack, Paul Millsap, and Dennis Schroeder, Mike Scott, Thabo Sefolosha, and Jeff T. That was a good squad. Damn, that was a good squad.
Not enough to beat LeBron.
Apparently not. Damn, that's wild. That is mad wild. So number 3, I guess we're at second. Number 3 with the Hawks. Number 2, the Kings. And number 1, the Suns with Devin Booker and Josh Jackson.
No, but it's funny. And we talked about this just a few weeks back. When he told me, well, if I was a head coach, where would I really want to go? And I told you Phoenix was one of those locations. And bam, having that number 1 pick with those youngsters right now, man, if they can draft it right, Devin Booker finally will get some help.
So, do you by any chance, did you do a part 1 of a mock draft, like a first part mock draft?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I was like pretty much, looking in and out and basically saying, well, maybe these guys can up there. But now that I know the actual order, maybe my picks will be a little bit off. I may have to update it, but I can give obviously what I can right now. So
yeah, give us a little bit of a mock draft. Then a couple of weeks down the line, or the day before the actual draft.
The day before the draft, obviously because it's obviously going to change because obviously every team has a different need. But I mean, right off the bat, we're going to obviously talk about Phoenix with number 1 and them drafting DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona, and obviously with this cat's controversial time in Arizona, getting paid. But I don't know. Phoenix, if he lives up to where everyone is talking about with this hype being one of the best prospects potentially to come out this draft in a while, I mean, Phoenix is going to hit a home run and now have a true center to actually play in this NBA. Because obviously now we're playing in positionless basketball with, I think, only Joel Embiid to me, who I know can obviously last this positionless basketball only because the cat can shoot the 3-ball. But other than that, it's power forwards now guarding guards, and it's really weird. I don't know if you've been seeing that Golden State series, but they had Looney or Loney, whatever his name is, on James Harden, and I'm like, what? What are y'all doing? And that was on purpose. So yeah, no, my number 1 would be DeAndre Ayton. I mean, I don't know about yourself, LAJ. Who does Phoenix need to draft?
Yeah, that would look. Think about it. Think about the inside-out game that they would have with Devin Booker, who's already, he could drop 70 on you. He dropped 70 on that Boston team that had Isaiah Thomas and those killer players that probably even look better than this year's Boston team. But he dropped 70 on them with Josh Jackson, who could potentially turn out to be a good player, and adding DeAndre Ayton to be the post and be the inside guy, who apparently can play a lot of defense, and we saw him do a lot of defensive plays against USC in the Pac-12 championship, and he was just a beast. He's like a Hassan Whiteside, but with more range. So that would be a dope pick, definitely. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, and then going with Sacramento, I mean, it's a little tough for me to think, especially with the way Sacramento was it George Hill they had before they traded him over to Cleveland. Like, I don't really know the direction they really want to go to, but I feel like they would draft overseas this cat named Luka Doncic. He actually played some ball over for Real Madrid and actually was hearing some talk of maybe potentially being the number 1 pick. I mean, I don't know, but, I mean, this cat could be for real because he's apparently a great transition player and just has the eye for the ball, kind of a high basketball IQ.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. You there? We lost you there for a minute. Young
Hello?
Peter?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost you there for a minute.
Yeah. Excuse that technical difficulty. I was wondering what happened.
Oh, I don't know, but just real quickly, let me introduce Marvin. He's finally on here with us, so welcome aboard. We're doing our mock draft for the NBA.
All right.
We'll see what's gonna happen with this. So far, we got DeAndre Ayton, and who else did you get? Who was your number 2?
Oh, it was Luka Doncic, point guard from Slovenia.
Okay, all right, cool. Keep it rolling.
Where did I leave off before everything went down? So, because it just cut after I was saying he's a great transitional player, and has a high kind of. I don't know if it's kind of in the same sense as a Ricky Rubio, but I don't know. Again, this will obviously change as obviously the draft combine comes up, and then we get to see these guys, obviously, perform for some of these teams, because obviously this thing could go anywhere. But yeah, that. But what about yourself, LAJ? Who's your number 2?
Hey, Hey, I'm with you on that. Whatever you're saying, I'm with you. I have very little knowledge on any of these prospects. I know about the Solinian guy. He got super excited because the Suns got the number 1 pick. I think he thinks that he's going to the Suns and he's going to be the number 1 pick, but I don't know. He's got a lot of people ahead of him before that happens.
No, I get you. I mean, if you're gonna draft the best, is regardless of position. I mean, you go DeAndre Ayton, and then you just hope that this cat lives up to that hype. You don't want a Kwame Brown all of a sudden, so.
Garbage.
But yeah, now going with number 3, Atlanta. I got Marvin.
I'm here.
Marvin Bagley III, the power forward from Duke. I mean, wow. I mean, what can I really say? He's got some issues with the defensive side of the ball, but I feel with his athleticism and the motor and just the fact that this guy can rebound, I feel like Atlanta kind of needs that right now. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't follow Atlanta, but
who does?
I don't know. Who really does? But, I mean, no shade to those who do follow him in the Atlanta area. But
no,
yeah.
Of course not.
Oh, my gosh. Am I just going to name off the rest, or you want me to ask for yours as well?
No, just name them off.
All right. And then just to round them off, we got Jaren Jackson over for Michigan State. You're talking about a 7'4" wingspan and just, wow. I mean, the fact that he can shoot from the 3-ball, 40% from college and 80% from the free throw line. I don't know, man. I think Memphis can really do some good things with that. I mean, that Jaren could do some good things, especially now with Marc Gasol, being on the later end of his career at this point. I mean, I don't know how much more he has, but I feel like Memphis will probably end up moving on from him because they signed that huge extension for Mike Conley. And do they really want to pay, Mark that kind of money? No, I doubt that. I really doubt that. And then for Dallas, you're talking about Mohamed Bamba, center for Texas. I mean, you're talking about length, shot blocking instincts, and some offensive promise. Still kind of a blue chip, but with obviously Dirk Nowitzki on his way out. And they really not having a nice defensive center since Tyson Chandler, to my knowledge. I feel like Mohamed can really do some things for Dallas, and I mean he is from Texas, so kind of got an idea of what they're looking at. But obviously that's just my top 5 right now. It'll obviously change because I feel that once the combine and once we as fans get to see these guys and see what they can really do, then I'll get obviously a better idea of what the rest of the draft will hold. Especially with obviously all of us agreeing that DeAndre is going to end up being the number 1 pick, unless Phoenix. Phoenix is completely different with that pick.
Yeah, like random, like just bust. Who did they pick up? Who was it that Cleveland Browns picked up? Oh my gosh! Somebody help me! I'm drowning.
What happened?
Who did the Cleveland Browns draft this year?
Who the Cleveland Browns pick up?
Yeah. Everybody expected Sam Darnold to go number 1.
I'm like, ask our NFL guy.
Oh, you mean Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield?
There you go, Baker Mayfield. I'm over here drowning. You guys are just watching me with a life preserver.
No, I was like, why is he talking about the Browns? We're talking about basketball.
I know.
I was trying to think who the Cavaliers drafted. I'm like, who did they draft?
I'm trying to because we all expected either Sam Darnold or somebody to the Browns pick up. No one expected them to pick up Baker Mayfield. So we don't know what the Suns are gonna do. And just like the NFL draft, things are gonna change. The draft is gonna really go different sideways. And unless the Suns really mess up or they trade for some really good, either trade down and get some other picks or a couple of good players, then that might work in their favor. But DeAndre Ayton, to me, does seem like the best pick in the draft. What about you, Marvin? Do you feel like there could be a different number 1?
I thought Luka would go number 1, but Phoenix, they're filled up on guards. So
yeah, they got Eric Bledsoe, Devin Booker.
No, he's in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah. Snap, that's right, they traded him.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they'll take Aiden. But Luka, the new coach of the Phoenix Suns, Luka played for him in Europe. So that's another interesting thing. Maybe did they hire this guy to get Luka, or I don't know. But that was an interesting thing right there.
Ooh, we have some X-Files right over here right now.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for putting that solo down.
If I'm Phoenix, though, I go with the big guy. I go with DeAndre Ayton. They really have no big guy there.
Yeah. Dallas, I think, is just being petty with bringing back Dirk Nowitzki. They want to have that one up on Kobe. Like, yeah, Kobe was 20 years with the Lakers, one team, blah, blah, blah. But we got 21 years with 21? Dirk Nowitzki. Bitch, get 5 championships, then succeed with the 21.
Hey, man, don't disrespect Dirk like that.
Hey, that's one of those like a jab move. That's like a judo move. I don't know if you guys ever saw. Yeah, obviously everybody in the world saw the Dave Chappelle Prince thing, right?
Obviously.
Okay, yeah. Prince's last album, he put the picture of Dave Chappelle dressed as Prince with the pancakes on the cover of his album. So that was like a straight judo move. That was a legit judo move. And what is Dave Chappelle gonna do? Sue him for stealing his image of Prince? So something like that is like what I feel Mark Cuban is doing for Dirk Nowitzki. But that's just another. But yeah, since we're on the NBA topic, Peter, something happened in Toronto. Why don't you inform us on it?
So yeah, can you give me my music, please?
Which one you want? Actually, you know what? This is actually a new one. I'm gonna give it to Toronto for this one.
Boy, have you lost your mind? 'Cause I'll help you find it.
No wonder you didn't tell me. All right, well, we got some quick.
No, that's not even the one that I told you earlier about. But that's something.
Oh God, I got something to look forward to. All right, well, just a quick NBA note. Oh wait, Am I good?
Do you want your NBA background?
Sure. Let me off with that though.
Throw on some bright pink and some squares, squiggly lines, and triangles for the 90s. Hit us with that.
Just a quick NBA note, especially after hearing that. I know you guys heard that now Netflix and I believe ESPN, collaborated now for a special for Jordan, 10 episodes. I mean, wow, especially when I heard that it was 700 hours of unair footage, and I was talking to LAJ just today, we just talked about, who does this really, announce for? Because obviously we know as, I guess we want to say the old heads, we want to say it like that, but we kind of know what Jordan was, obviously coming up back in the day. But a lot of the new cats born after the year 2000 don't know who Michael Jordan really is. I mean, they really know him more for that meme of him crying at his Basketball Hall of Fame induction. That's really how a lot of the kids now know him because of that. So I guess this is more of just a reminder. Look, I am one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Toma, basically. But LAJ, why now? Why have this come out? Is it really what we were talking about, or is there, I guess, a different motive of having this now come out?
Nah, people legitimately forgot who Michael Jordan is, other than the people over 25. People over 25 are the real people that know who Michael Jordan is, other than his shoes and the crying Jordan meme. So everybody's stuck on LeBron James, but failed to realize that Jordan had, people that argue the fact that LeBron James is better than Jordan is because LeBron James is doing all of this with assists and no help, quote unquote. So that's the reason. So everybody's stuck on LeBron James, and Michael Jordan just faded away into the sunset, and no one really knows apparently who he is or was.
And what about you, Marv? I mean, with hearing this, I hope you got to see Jordan, obviously, the majority of his career. Who's this really special for? Is it really just for us as a reminder, or is it more just for these new cats who need to understand and pretty much throw some respect on his name and stop giving that crying Jordan meme treatment.
I think it's like to refreshing people's minds about Jordan, because people, like how you asked about me, like if I watch Jordan. To be honest, I'm sure there's other people like me who will tend to put LeBron James ahead of Jordan because we simply never saw Jordan. You know, I follow LeBron, I watch him, I watch all his games, and I think to myself, who the hell was better than this? Like, how can anyone be better than LeBron James? That's because I never saw Jordan. All I know about Jordan is his stats. You know, when Jordan was playing, when he retired, I was like 7, 8 years old, so I wasn't into the NBA or any of that.
I can relate.
So
I can relate to the night.
All I know about Jordan is his stats. So that's the only way I know Jordan is stats-wise. But LeBron James, I see him play. So I think it's just to show people.
It's very rare that someone like us will go into YouTube and not look at the latest, the Jordan 6s or the Jordan 10s or, the shoes. We look into, his performances versus the New York Knicks, his performances versus the Detroit Pistons, and when he overcame the Jordan rules and he overcame the Isaiah Thomas and Isaiah Thomas? Well, one of the first Isaiah Thomas. But yeah, like we go into those videos and really look into how great Jordan was at a young age and developing and growing. Instead of just the Space Jam too, a lot of these young kids know him as the Space Jam. I believe I can fly, stretching his arm full court to dunk.
Okay, since you brought that up, because I wasn't gonna say this, but with Space Jam, does it still hold up?
Nah.
No, I agree with that. I can't watch it now because after watching the old Looney Tunes and seeing how like some of those cartoons were like really funny, but like I didn't get that same vibe watching Space Jam now. I guess it's more of the nostalgia thing, but I don't know. But you brought it up, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta ask because we watched it. It was a good movie for what it was back then, but I don't know if they make a second one. Yeah, if they make a second one, I feel it's gonna be a hell of a lot better. I'm gonna say that right now. It's gonna be a lot better.
LeBron James.
He already has a not only that, not only James, because James can act. He's been in a few movies, but I feel like
it's already pretty much a done deal though. He already has the contracts and everything for it.
Oh, then I can't wait.
LeBron James to the Lakers confirmed.
So it's cut down on the travel time. But all right, let's move on. We have obviously the news that we pretty much kind of guessed after the Toronto Raptors got swept. But Dwayne Casey, the writers coach of the year, mind you, was fired.
Boy, have you lost your mind? I'll help you find it.
Exactly. Why? Why was this guy fired? He got to the number one seed because he got ran over by LeBron James. You serious? The GM for the Raptors was like, you know what, boy, bye. And it's like, why? LJ, why?
Wait till the next team that he goes to. He's probably gonna end up. No, the Knicks already got Fitzgerald. The Suns already got somebody. Who's still out there that needs a coach? The Bucks, huh? The Bucks. Watch them go to the Bucks.
Mind you, the Bucks have a real interesting situation, but we'll get to that obviously in a minute. But
the Bucks just picked up what is his name? Bolden, the guy who used to coach the Hawks.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
so
who
else is out?
So the Hawks are still available though.
The Hornets, the Magic, and somebody else. There's 3 teams still out there that need a coach. So watch them go to one of these teams and take them from trash to, I don't know,
respectable.
Yeah.
And then he'll just build. That's just the thing. Like, I don't understand the thinking. I don't. And I just ask you why, and I'm just taking it back. Like, why?
Honestly,
why, LJ? Why? Like,
yeah, honestly, it was a big ass mistake. What they should have done, and hopefully you get into this, but what they should have done is waited till the off season and figured out where LeBron James is going. Try to make a jump for LeBron James, and if he's down, get rid of DeMar DeRozan because we all know He's the one that's having problems in the postseason. Yes, during the regular season, he's playing Kershaw. He's going to give you some badass stats. Well, come postseason, he's going to be Clayton Kershaw 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, where he's going to blow games and just not perform. So, yeah, or Max Scherzer. Let's throw him in there, too, because he's trash, too. But they should have waited. They should have definitely waited. I love this.
Boy, have you lost your mind, because I'll help you find it.
Oh, my God. Do you know where that's from?
No.
Marvin?
I know I've seen it somewhere, but I can't recall exactly where it's from.
It's Stanley from The Office. He's yelling at
there you go.
At Ryan for picking up on his daughter. But Peter, I highly recommend you watch The Office with Steve Carell.
Eventually, it's one of those shows where like I'll get to it. I know it's good, but it's kind of to me like Seinfeld, where I gotta like
give it time.
I'll give it time where I'll finally be like, I'll watch it. Imagine
right off the bat,
season finale was 20 years ago. You know, shout out to Seinfeld, but the season finale the series finale, was 20 years ago. And I've yet to watch the show from beginning to end.
Wow.
It is not like I don't have it available. Yeah, I'll admit it right here. I have not watched that show. Oh, what?
They just showed the whole stadium at Marlins Park, the Miami Marlins. They're playing the Dodgers. Nobody, and I mean 0 people are above the field level, like top deck and all of that. Empty, and even all the people that are down at the field level, a bunch of empty. Like I'm pretty sure, I'm positive there's like 600 people at the game.
That's stuff we've known, and obviously Miami's not the best. They have a beautiful stadium, and yet they can't fill their seats. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, we're going off topic. But going to the Toronto Raptors, keep talking about Dwayne Casey getting fired.
I can't, cause look, I can go the rest of the show just thinking like, you guys are stupid. I'm all like, you don't fire the coach. You look at the personnel you have, and you think, well, if they in the winner take all game, maybe I should really take a look and maybe have to get rid of him, because you know what? This is what teams, and I'm beginning to notice this. This is what teams end up doing when they have an all-star player. The guy is just can't do nothing wrong. They decide to keep him. They overpay the cat, and then they expect him to perform, and then his trade value is at an all-time high, and he pulls some crap like that. And who's going to want DeMar DeRozan?
Mm-hmm. With that contract, too. Yep.
Yeah, with that contract. No one. And if not, you're going to get like a Luol Deng situation. I'm not even saying that they're the same type of player. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying as far as the salaries go, where you gave this amount of money to a player expecting him to be something that now he's not. That he's just proven time and time again that he's just not. He's an all-star, yes. Superstar, that's debatable. Debatable at this point, because come on.
Regular season.
Yeah, I guess. He's a regular season superstar, cool. But when the playoffs come, what is that line? That song is like, you're supposed to be a boy and grow up to a man. We're seeing that in Boston right now, where these boys are growing up to men and are now taking it to Cleveland. But we'll get to that. But obviously, let's just get through the rest of this, obviously, because I can keep going on with this Boston whole thing. But real quick, so I posed this question out to you guys with this whole, when Cleveland had all these guys, when they had IT, Dwayne Wade, Jay Crowder, Iman Shumpert, was trading these guys actually a bad thing now, knowing full well we're seeing them now 0-2 in this series? Merv, like, was it a good idea?
Yeah, because it gave you the best chance. With the guys you had, you weren't doing anything. They kept fighting, so you set yourself up to give yourself the best shot. And right now it's not looking good, but it gave you the best shot. That other team would have probably gotten swept in the first round by Indiana if they faced them.
Damn.
Oh. What about you, LAJ?
I don't think so, because I think even if they I don't think it was a bad thing, because even this Celtics team looked determined and hungry to win. Like, they just want to beat LeBron James and they want to beat the Cavs. So I don't feel like whatever team LeBron would have had, I think even Miami, if he was with Miami and that team, they would have probably still given him a a big fight. So I think it was just like fine. Besides, if LeBron walks, it's not that bad that they would still have Kevin Love, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, Rodney Hood, and George Hill, plus the number 8 pick. It's not that bad of a team. That's not going to get you a championship. It's probably going to get you like in the playoffs, but at least you have
It is the East.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll drop, but they'll be fighting for like 9th or 10th. I mean 9th or 10th, 8th or 9th. They'll be right. That's how big of a drop I feel it is, but they'll be hovering around playoff contention. If they're healthy. If they're healthy.
Yeah.
And if
absolutely. Absolutely. What about you, Peter? What do you feel about that?
I don't know. I felt like if they had enough time to still gel, that team would have been. This team would have still been stacked. I don't think they really would have had to make those deals, but you would have never known. But because they obviously did things better outside once they left Cleveland, like I don't know. I feel like obviously the coaching situation. Now imagine here's the thing. Imagine Dwayne Casey coaching the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh my God.
The story. We're talking about now a better basketball mind than Tyronn Lue, because we all know, and don't tell me otherwise, that Tyronn Lue is right up there with Brad Stevens. Bull crap. Crap. No. I was like, that is LeBron's basketball IQ pretty much like feeding into Tyronn Lue, regurgitating what he told them to his team. Because apparently LeBron can't be the GM, the owner, the coach, and the player. It's just not possible.
I remember I told somebody at work, because he was wearing a Cavs hat, and I told him, you ready for LeBron to get gassed and burned out and probably do the series in 5? And he said, nah, the Cavs are going to beat them because the Celtics are young, blah, 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 blah. And I told him, it's not a game where it's LeBron James and his team versus the Celtics. It's a game where it's LeBron James versus Brad Stevens, because the coaching mind of Brad Stevens is just incredible. It's incredible. To get a bunch of rookies, sophomores, and random players like Marcus Morris, and Al Horford to shut down the rest of the team, and who was it that challenged LeBron and said, "I'm the LeBron stopper"? Was that Marcus Morris?
That was Morris.
Marcus Morris.
So to have a player like him say that and put LeBron in a situation where he's shooting 4 for 14 while he's being guarded by Morris. Yes, he dropped a triple-double. Yes, he had like 40 points in the first game. But you got to understand, when Morris was on him, he only allowed 6 points for LeBron James in Game 1, and he only allowed 4 for 14 in Game 2. So I'm not saying Morris is going to be the LeBron stopper, but Brad Stevens found a way, and he's a basketball genius. Prove me wrong, and he.
Prove me wrong. But all right, let's touch up on some of these playoffs, because obviously we keep referencing these playoffs and obviously how excited they've been. And as of right now, we have the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. Which, I mean, did you get to see Game 1?
Houston Rockets. Yes, I did.
I mean, that was just an offensive show, man. Until finally, the Warriors, and I think around the third, they were like, "All right, we're done," and they just started scoring at will. Kevin Durant was, my gosh, Kevin Durant is just something else. This man should never leave Golden State. I don't care what the hell anyone tells him. Don't leave, because you're in the best situation that any player can be in. My gosh, this guy is with not only people around him that are all-stars, but this cat, like, it was funny because my friend was like, well, he can't do it all himself. And he don't need to, but it feels like they'll give him the ball, and who's going to guard him? Like, oh my God. They had
Capella's too slow.
Houston got so desperate, they put Clint Capella on Kevin Durant. And Clint Capella's not a small dude. He's not a small dude. He's got the legs.
He's a great defender.
Durant still shot over him.
Yeah, Capella's a great defender, but he's a great defender on the block, in the paint. But with Kevin Durant, I think he's like 22 feet, just a height difference.
22 feet,
Capella.
my God.
Capella.
He's tall as F is the way you describe it right there.
As long as ET arms. Hey, Kevin Durant's arms, I think they're like, if he's in one, if he's like on one side of the court, his fingertips could touch the other side of the court. That's how long his hands are. But
that's the way it seems like.
Yeah, Kevin Durant has got some height. At one point, it was Chris Paul guarding Kevin Durant. I mean, what is he gonna do? But at the same time, it was like Chris Paul was talking trash to Kevin Durant. At one point, he told him, "Shut up and just play ball." Like he was tight. Like
he
we all
straight
know.
body checked him like it was hockey.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And Chris Paul is one of the kings of flopping, and for him to do like act the way he did and play the way he did, badass.
What?
Badass, like dope.
Oh, I'm
Great.
like badass. I was like, what? Okay.
Badass.
And then obviously, just to finish off real quick, 67 seconds into the game, Draymond Green gets a technical foul for shoving James Harden. And I'm sorry, and I could be in the minority on this, but after that foul he had on PJ Tucker, you should have got ejected. Like what the hell, dude? Like, dude, shut your mouth. Like,
yeah.
Keep playing. I know you're supposed to be animated. I know you have the reputation of being a loudmouth and what with your Shrek looking butt. But anyways, it's like you're gonna tell me that after what I saw, especially with all that stuff on the red, especially after all the shoving of James Harden alone because of the way James Harden is treating in this league. With I swear you touch him and he gets. You're telling me that he shouldn't have gotten ejected? Like, my God, you should have been ejected. I don't get it. I don't get it. LAJ, like, why was I'm gonna pose the question a little bit differently, but why was he still allowed to play in the game?
Because the league wants the Warriors to win.
You think so?
I'm gonna say, where is it? Oh my God, I hate that it is. There it is. Yes, I think so.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have those controversies again, and obviously Cleveland's gonna come back and win 4 straight, and then it's gonna be Cleveland and Warriors again, part 4. I don't want that again, man. No, hell no, I don't want that again.
Nah.
But Marv, come on now. Yeah. Why wasn't he ejected? I honestly cannot understand that. Like, why wasn't he ejected?
You have one of the most experienced ref in the game. I know it's playoffs, so I think that guy himself thinks like, all right, it's the playoffs. We're gonna get some hard fouls. He knows that this series, this is like a little slap on the wrist compared to what else, like how bad it can get in the series, because these two teams hate each other. This has been built up since the preseason. So I think even the ref figured, you know what, like, this is nothing. That was a little slap on the wrist. We don't need to make something big out of it. Let's keep playing ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess.
Pretty
I mean, when you put it so eloquently, I guess. But obviously now we were talking about the series where I predicted that the Boston Celtics would win, but apparently I was insane, according to some people. But, of course, it's not over yet, but Boston did what they needed to do in the first 2 games. Now, obviously, let's do a quick recap, because I feel like Game 1 was the one that set the trend. And like you said, Marquise Moore is now the LeBron stopper. Like, okay, honestly, I was cracking jokes. And I was like, you're going to tell me you're the LeBron stopper? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. And then, what was it? You said only 4 points off, like, how much shooting he got up when being guarded with by Morris?
I think it was 6 points.
6 points. And yet he still had a 40-point game?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, the man, this is, see, I feel like Brad is kind of doing the same strategy they were doing kind of way back when. I feel when it was the Shaq and Kobe days, when they knew that was going to get his, but they had to make sure they took everyone else away. And that's the thing about Cleveland. Who's that number 2 guy going to step up? Because if it's Kevin Love, I mean, then you got to see who else is really on there on that roster that can still really step up. Because I think Kevin Love still had a nice game, but I mean, I had a watcher from where was that? I was at a restaurant for Mother's Day. I mean, shout out to all the mothers. I mean, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers. But I had to watch the game, and I'm just watching it while obviously I'm across my own mother, and we're basically not paying attention to her. And just watching Boston pretty much beat down on the Celtics. And it was kind of more of the same thing with Game 2. But I feel like Cleveland kind of came into play, and then they just kind of just faltered off. It was a close game up until the end. And then now Boston did what they needed to do. Now they took the 2 games at home. Now, I pose this question to you guys. Is the series done? Is Cleveland really going to – can they recover from this? Because obviously we know they came back from 3-1. But times are different now. I like Jack. Is it done?
Well, just to clarify real quick, I don't want to keep mistaking the brother. I want to give full credit to the right brother. It's Marcus Morris, who's with the Boston Celtics.
Marcus. Excuse me, Marquise. So I respect you, but I guess Marcus Morris is the LeBron starter.
Yes.
But yeah, LJ, is it over?
Yes. They'll probably get one win, but this team is not backing up LeBron. LeBron is like balling hard, out of control out there. He's the one that looks like he has the endurance and the energy to continue playing, and the rest of the team looks like they've been balling out like if they were the ones balling out to try to get into the next round. They're not supporting, they're not playing, they're not shooting, they're not scoring, and they look worn out and just not there anymore. And I feel LeBron James is gonna figure out like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna burn myself out and show that I'm not the reason we lost. But yeah, it's pretty much over. That's how I feel. Marvin?
Well, I don't count LeBron James out until that final buzzer hits and then it shows on the screen LeBron James like eliminated from the playoffs. Even then, I still wouldn't count him out because he'll probably call the commissioner and pull off a trade to whoever went to the finals.
Yeah.
But the reason I said, because I admit I was completely wrong. I took Cavaliers in the gentleman's sweep. So I was expecting 4-1. But, I figured, okay, LeBron James is going to be his dominant self because there's no one on the Celtics
and he
to stop him. Yeah. And I figured he'll get a little help from his team. So I figured, like, even a little bit of help is going to get there. But, game one was just completely bad. But we've seen this from LeBron. LeBron kind of takes game one easy to see the situation, kind of figure the other team out, and then game two, like, it's on. But game two, you had Boston Celtics backcourt. They outscored J.R. Smith and George Hill 41-3. So Rozier and Jaylen Brown outscored Smith and Hill 41-3 in game two. You're not gonna win. LeBron James can put up 70 points and they're not gonna win. And Kevin Love had a nice game, but that's not enough. If no one else on the team is helping, it's done. But that's the thing about J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith can go 0 for 7 like he did yesterday, and he can have games where he goes 10 for 10 from 3. Like, he's just way too streaky of a player. So I think the X factor, LeBron's going to get his. I think the X factor is going to be J.R. Smith. If J.R. Smith can start to shoot lights out, then I'll have Cleveland going through.
So you're still not giving up hope on Cleveland. Okay.
No, I still I chose Cleveland. I'm sticking with them, but it depends a lot on J.R. Smith. That's the X factor with Cleveland, J.R. Smith, because you see Kevin Love still contributing, Kyle Korver coming off the bench doing his thing. Everyone's kind of doing what they're supposed to do, but it's just the starters are so bad that they're not helping out. And then on defense, you see on transition, the defense is so slow, and like LAJ said, it's like they just don't care anymore. They're like, all right, we lost. Like, they mentally checked out. Like, they figured, all right, we lost, we're out of here. And that's Brad Stevens' defense. Brad Stevens' defense just, they get you so good that you just think to yourself, like, you give up. You're like, you know what, like, I can't do anything. You get frustrated and you mentally check out of the game. That's what Brad Stevens does.
Yep. And then I take it, so this time next week, because Game 5 is on Wednesday, so I take it, we'll get a better idea where the team can go, because obviously Cleveland can easily win those 2 games at home, and then we're right back to now a 2-2 even series. So
yeah,
go either way.
If LeBron gets back into it with a 2-2 lead, that's it. They're gonna win the series. The Cavs will win the series. Just letting LeBron get some leverage and get some momentum is deadly. You just can't.
You just can't. So what we're looking forward to next week, because obviously that's when we get a better idea.
I think Game 3 is important. I think Game 3 is going to be very, very important. That's going to really define where the series is going to go. And I accidentally, on our playoff bracket, I chose the Cavs for some whatever reason. I think it was a conspiracy. I think for whatever reason, something out there decided to choose the Cavaliers on my behalf instead of the Celtics, who I had originally decided to put them. But for whatever reason, the Cavs were selected on my behalf.
So the Celtics are so young.
It was a hack.
The Celtics are young.
Like, no one was expecting them to do this because Rozier is in third year, Jaylen Brown, sophomore, and Tatum. You know, these guys are leading the team, and, like, oh, man, it's insane, like, what these guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So young.
Mm-hmm. And they still have assets so they could get even better. And they still oh my God, Kyrie and Gordon Hayward.
Here's the thing: if I'm the Celtics, you trade for sure. You trade Hayward, and then you look into trading Kyrie.
Really?
I'm more about trading Kyrie as opposed to trading Gordon right now. Like,
here's the thing.
Boy, have you lost your mind? Cause I'll help you find it.
See, here's the thing. This team is young. These guys are young, and look what they're doing. So let them work together. You bring in Hayward, you're throwing Tatum on the bench, or you're putting Jaylen Brown on the bench. Like, you know, look what these guys are doing as starters in the playoffs, where teams are, where it's a more, how do I say it? It's more intense. So what I would do if I'm the Celtics, you give the Pelicans a call and tell them, look, I got Gordon Hayward, I got a bunch of picks, I got Al Horford. What do you want? Don't take Tatum or Brown, but like you tell the Pelicans, give me Anthony Davis and one of your shitty contracts. And we got a lot of stuff.
Hey man, why you gotta be making the Boston Celtics look so good, man? Relax. Relax. Don't be giving them no ideas.
And then Kyrie, I don't know really. I guess you could have Kyrie and still have Rozier on the bench, but Rozier has proven himself. He's good to go.
Okay.
And given Kyrie's injuries,
let's say you're in that situation. Let's say you're the New Orleans Pelicans and you get that call. Who are you taking for Anthony Davis?
If I'm the Pelicans, I'm trying to get Tatum. Brown would be nice too, but I'm trying my hardest to get Tatum. But if the Celtics tell me, okay, we'll give you Gordon Hayward, we'll give you Al Horford, and we got picks, and we'll take one of your shitty contracts that you don't want. For example, something Asik. He has really bad. Yeah. There you go, that guy. If they tell me they're going to give me Horford, Hayward, and some picks, I'll give them. I think I'd be happy giving them Anthony Davis and one of my bad contracts.
Damn. So the Celtics would have Kyrie, Jason Tatum, Rozier, Jaylen Brown.
I think your starting lineup would be
Anthony
Kyrie
Davis.
Irving, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Davis, and I don't know who their power forward would be.
It'd be Baines.
Marcus?
Baines would probably be bucking him up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, somebody needs to get posterized.
It's always fun seeing that live and seeing him get posterized, man. I got to see it one time. I'm just like, man, this guy. But I mean, shout out to Baines. You're a great player. It's just sometimes you're just in the wrong spot on the wrong guy.
Sacrifice the body.
Sacrificial lamb getting dunked on by Griffin. Giannis. Oh, I can keep going. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my stuff in the NBA. So LAJ, I give it right back to you.
Sounds good. That was some good stuff, man. I love when we spend a lot of time on situations like that. But damn, this game is getting really chippy with Houston and the Warriors. It's gonna get really good, even better. Hey, but how about shout out to Chris Paul, who got his revenge on Steph Curry. Literally broke his ankles in the playoffs. Yes, Curry's thing was, made him look like he was playing Dance Dance Revolution or he was, doing some random thing. But Chris Paul literally knocked him down and sent him to go sit down with the fans.
Okay, well, so let me speak on this one real quick because it was a quick assist from Travis Scott, who basically pointed at Curry like, "Yo!" But he missed the shot. He had to go run down his own rebound and then make it.
Yeah, he got the rebound and he made it, which is even harder to do. But yeah, if I didn't even see that. I got to see that replay. If somebody pointed
play
at
it
Steph
back.
Curry,
You see Travis Scott right there going, "Gotcha."
Yo. Damn. But you know what? The crossover of the year is gonna go to James Harden on Wesley Johnson, and he just. I I think Wesley Johnson's still sitting at the Staples Center. I'm not sure. I gotta go.
Let's go take a tour of Staples Center, and then they have a little fence with a little description.
It's an outline. There's an outline of Wesley Johnson right there. It's going to be part of our our encore design for next year. It's just that spot where James Harden crossed him.
Oh man, that'll be dope. Like super dope.
I made fun of that, but that's my team. That's my team.
And then Sean Kemp dunking on Patrick Ewing. No, who was it? I remember Sean Kemp in the 90s.
That's the same way he pointed at Stephen Curry. That you like that.
Oh my God, that's what changed my mind.
Play it back. So play it back. So play that one back. I swear.
The moment you said that, somebody pointed, that's exactly what I thought of when Sean Kemp dunked on that. I don't even know who it was, but he dunked on somebody, and then he ducked down and he pointed at him like he was like, I gotcha, and he like took off to the other side. Oh, good time.
Is that worse than Giannis's dunk on I forgot who it was from the Knicks?
Oh, when he jumped over Hardaway?
Yeah, that Giannis even said himself, like, I didn't see him there. Like what's worse, man? That's pretty, like, oh, man. That's just
that's up there.
To get a face full of nuts and then the guy not even know that you're there? Oh, man.
What about when LeBron James was with Miami Heat? They got that steal from the Dallas Mavericks, and they were playing keep away with Jason Terry, and they lobbed it up to LeBron, and Jason Terry just died midair. And when he fell, it was like, poor guy, poor 40-year-old man. But yeah, dope stuff. Before we do the Player of the Week, I want to give the number to our show. If people want to call in, I'm doing that giveaway. Blah 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 blah. 646-668-2951. 646-668-2951. Call in, please. Take my shoes.
Take his shoes. So throw in some more stuff. Just call.
Nah, but I want to give a shout out to Mama Flores, who was her birthday on Mother's Day, and also young Peter yesterday hitting the 30 club. We want to give a big old shout out to young Peter.
Thank you. Yes. Now I'm now in the illustrious 30 club. So, all right. Now he's able to drink alcohol and drive. drink alcohol while driving and not get harassed by the police. But young Peter, welcome to the club, and I introduce you into this club with. Being in the 30s is now when you start becoming a man. 30 is all right.
30 is a good time. Now you're wise. You're better at life. You have an understanding of how things move on, and you tend to get mad a lot faster. So make sure you get your prostate checked out. So that's some tips from Jesus Wood. Player of the Week, LeBron James. Anybody else want to say it? Anybody got another Player of the Week for the NBA other than LeBron James?
Rozier, definitely. Tatum. The Celtics.
I still give it to LeBron if we're going off stats. I mean,
really, what can you really do?
This guy averaging a triple double in the series. It's like, and he's down 0-2. It's like, this is meant some help.
Yeah, you really can't do much, but he's still balling out of control. He's still trying. He's still out there. He's not checked out yet. But
I don't think he checks out. I don't think that's really more of a sting unless he gets a cramp. And then we talk about different story.
Then we got to talk about turn on the AC and stuff like that. But yeah, real quick on Laker news. I'm pretty excited for Julius Randle. I pray to God. I'm hoping. I really do hope the Lakers do bring him back because he's now working on his handles. One of the big problems with his turnovers was last year. That was his big problem. He worked a lot. He got so good in the paint and all that, but turnovers were just horrible. His handles were just disgusting. Now he's working on it. He's working on his mid-range shot, and he's looking very good. So Julius Randle, I hope he comes back. And I'll repeat it. If we add only Paul George, and we retain Brooke Lopez, KCP, Julius Randle, and bring back Isaiah Thomas, yes, I'm up for bringing back Isaiah Thomas on a team-friendly contract on a show-me type deal. The Lakers will be fine. We'll make some noise. We'll make it in the playoffs, and we'll be fine. We'll definitely be back into the promised land. But that's all my Lakers news on that. Marvin, you down for some MLB?
Maybe, maybe not. Does it include Harper?
Boy, have you lost your mind, 'cause I'll help you find it.
Man, that is my favorite soundbite. Oh. You know what? And I got you your soundbite. Let me pull that up. Where I know I added it. So there it is. I got you.
Oh yeah.
Got one by Metallica for Marvin's music. Anybody have any suggestions for a much better song for a background?
I'm gonna go to your house and tell you right now.
646-668-2951. I'm also giving away a pair of shoes if you suggest any good songs. All right, Peter, Marvin, give us your MLB stuff.
All right, so the big story is Robinson Cano from the Seattle Mariners. He goes down with an injury, and then 2 days later it comes out that he's suspended 80 games for taking a banned PED substance. The drug itself is
an idiot sandwich.
The drug itself, whose name I just can't recall right now, it's
diuretic.
Not
I think it's called diuretic.
No, it's
a masking?
I forgot the name. I'll look it up right now. But the drug itself isn't a performance-enhancing drug. It's a drug that's used. It's banned because it can be used to dilute and mask steroids themselves. So even if you're seen with it, then you're automatically thrown into the assumption that you were taking performance-enhancing drugs and you took it to kind of cover that up. So he's suspended 80 games, and it kind of sucks because, if he wasn't taking it or not, we don't know. But do you guys think this throws away his Hall of Fame? Because he was well on his way there. Do you think this keeps him out? Because we've seen time and time again players that came up with PED use, they're not letting them in. Do you guys think this keeps him out of the Hall of Fame?
I think so, because now it becomes how long have you been taking steroids? Because it's not a question of were you taking steroids, it's how long have you been taking steroids? And why haven't you said anything before? Because he said supposedly this is for an illness that he's had and he's been suffering with. So how long have you been taking it? Why didn't you tell anybody? Why did you go to Puerto Rico to get this? Because there's a lot of doctors in the United States. I don't know if you know this, but the United States has some pretty good doctors. I don't know why you had to go to Puerto Rico for that, but I think it does affect his Hall of Fame status.
Okay, so it was called furosemide. That's the name of it. Yeah.
Furosemide. What about you, Peter? How do you feel about Robinson Cano? Do you think he's going to get into a Hall?
What? Please, if they ever let Bonds or even Pete Rose with the whole gambling thing, which, by the way, we will have to touch on a little bit as well, because just remember that right now. But you're not going to let him in the Hall of Fame. Why the hell would you let Robinson Cano at this point? Like, come on now, please. Mm-hmm. That's my take.
Yeah, hot take. What about you, Marv?
I don't think he gets in. From everyone that you mentioned, even Barry Bonds can't get in. Like, I don't think. Who's another one? Rafael Palmeiro. He's off the cards because he can't get in anymore. You have a lot of players. Roger Clemens. A lot of great players that they can't get in because of it. So I don't see him getting in.
Mm-hmm.
Unless like the new wave of voters kind of looks at it differently. Who knows? But as for right now, he's not getting in.
All right.
So next up, AJ Pollock injures his hand diving for a catch, and it turns out that it's a thumb injury. So the official injury is an avulsion fracture in his left thumb, and it's estimated that he could be out 4 to 8 weeks. So
Man, did you see that? Did you see how it happened, or did you see like the severity of it?
nah.
It looked disgusting. Like that whole Bryce Harper thing. Like, you know how his kneecap did a 360, high five his calf, and then came back around and stayed in place. Like, it was just that bad. It looked gruesome. And all of a sudden, it just turns out, it's nothing bad. He's gonna be out only 4 to 6 weeks. You got the Dodgers over here. They sneeze and they're out 4 to 6 years and can't get a break. They're over here losing to the Marlins, trash. And AJ Pollock over here. His hand literally touched his forearm, and he's out only 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, bastard.
So let's see if maybe this is luckily, they've lost their last 7 games.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers, at least win 3 of those your damn games against 2 of the worst teams in baseball. At least win 3 or 4 games so you can cover some ground. But luckily that Arizona, if you look at it, luckily Arizona didn't win their game, so now they won't. They would have been up by like 15 games by now.
Easily.
Yeah. Let's see if the Dodgers can take advantage, because Pollock is a big centerpiece in that offense. So let's see.
Yeah, he's still leading the league in average and home runs.
And so let's see, maybe especially with Turner back, he's putting the bat on the ball, so it's looking good. He's not swinging and missing. He's making contact now. It's looking good for Turner, but everyone else has to pick it up, because right now it's a bunch of trash cans out there.
Wow, I can't even argue that fact.
It's Grandal and trash can.
Even Grandal is already trash can right now. He's already gone back. He's reverted to trash.
Oh man, this team.
Getting gray hairs.
All right, so that's pretty much for MLB. LJ, you have anything about the Dodgers? Any news?
Yes, of course. You already know the Dodgers are a big topic. Oh, look at that. Chase Utley went 0 for 4, and all of a sudden he just decided to get a hit in the 8th and 9th inning. Anyway, yes, we just mentioned the Dodgers have the worst record in 40 years. I'm sorry. Since 1958, this is the worst 40-game stretch that the Dodgers have ever had in Los Angeles. And the Arizona Diamondbacks have lost 7 straight. The Dodgers had the opportunity to not only gain ground, but take back the National League West. Because if the Dodgers had been winning and the team they should have beat, which they didn't, they would have been in first place. Starting off with the Mexico series in San Diego. If they had swept that series, that's 3 games there. Then they faced the Reds. That's a team that swept the Dodgers. The worst team in the National League swept the Dodgers for the first time since 1976. The Cincinnati Reds swept the Dodgers. And that's not even the most embarrassing thing about the sweep. Kenley Jensen has 3 saves at Dodger Stadium. Raisel Iglesias, the closer for the Cincinnati Reds, has 3 saves at Dodger Stadium as well. That's just embarrassing. That's 7 games the Dodgers could have won and gained ground on. Those are the 7 games to go even with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Right now, they're playing the Miami Marlins. They lost yesterday. That's a game they should have won. Today, they're losing to the same team 6-5 in the 9th inning. They should be right now up 2 games on the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Los Angeles Dodgers are a catastrophe right now. But I'm still not in panic mode because Justin Turner, Logan Forsythe just came back. I'm expecting them to do. I'm not expecting actually Logan Forsythe to do anything. I'm expecting Justin Turner to do a lot of the good things, which he is right now. But I'll start panicking if in 2 weeks the Dodgers do not switch it around and figure out a way to start winning. Because if Justin Turner can't help them, nothing can. So in 2 weeks, if we're back to the Dodgers are down still 8 games or 7 games or 6 games, then it's going to be like, yo, we need to do something. Other than that, Alex Wood, his last 9 starts, he's only had 12 total runs. Then the game's over. Miami beats the Dodgers. Bitch!
Dodgers lost right now?
The Dodgers just lost. Justin Turner hit into a double play. So.
Oh. No, the sad part is that they have to put Kenley Jensen in non-safe situations because otherwise he'll never get the pitch.
And he'll just get cold, and he'll all the ground that he gained from sucking is just terrible. And some of these games in the beginning, they lost by one or 2 runs. Like the first game of the year, and it was surprising that it was Kenley Jensen who gave up that home run, and Clayton Kershaw gave up that 1 run to the San Francisco Giants. Those are 2 games they should have won. Oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. I feel so disrespected again. I feel like the Toronto Raptors just slapped me in the face again with the loss to the Miami Marlins. This is just embarrassing. 6 games, lost 7, 8. This is 8 games that they've lost to the 3 worst teams in the National League. Oh, my God, really? 8 games to the worst teams in the National League? Dear God, help us. God, help us. I put a little bit of blame on Dave Roberts, and here's the reason why. I know Dave Roberts is good and all that, but he has a tendency of being an idiot and pulling pitchers out at the wrong time. Last night, he had Adam Liberatore go in for 1 out, and Adam Liberatore put a runner on first, and Dave Roberts panicked and pulled him out, put in JT Chargois. Chargois gave up a 2-run home run. They lost. That's how they lost the game last night. But there's been games where Dave Roberts just tends to go in there and pull the the pitchers out. Just straight up pull them out. They're doing good. 6 innings in. Ross Stripling is willing and dealing 7 strikeouts. Going into the 7th inning, he has them hit for himself with runners on scoring position, and decides to just pull them out in the middle of the next inning, and then he ends up losing that game. Dave Roberts does some stupid-ass moves, just straight-up stupidity, just straight-up dumb. So there's some things that Dave Roberts is dumb about. The other thing that's out of baseball, out of hitting and pitching, the Dodgers are just too soft. They're letting a lot of pitchers and they're letting a lot of players just punk them and bully them. There was that game against Arizona where somebody slid into third base and just slid into Max Muncy with cleats up and wrecked them. They started barking at the Arizona player, and Arizona player started barking back. But they never cleared benches. They didn't even one of the videos you see, the hitting coach and the third base coach debate whether to go over the railing and start a fight or not. If this was the 2013-2014 Dodgers, bam, they're jumping that fence and they're gonna jump that guy. They're gonna do. I know I showed Marvin that clip where Ronaldo Belisario is just uppercutting the San Diego Padres catcher. He's just uppercutting. But these Dodgers are just too soft, just way too soft. They're letting pitchers hit them. They're letting players slide on them. They're letting players taunt them. Yuli Gurriel was probably the sign that, the Dodgers are going to get punked this year. And then the crap that came out of the sewers was just another defining moment of weakness. But, these Dodgers are just too soft. Dave Roberts is just idiotic. The pitching is decent. The bullpen is trash. The hitting is disgustingly horrible. It's just bad all over. They got a ways to go, but it's very doable. Very, very doable. The lineup is stupid too. I know we'll probably do something later on about that, and we'll discuss how we could, probably arrange the lineup with some stats that I sent over to Marvin. But this lineup is just not done right. It really isn't done right. So I'm worried. I'm a little worried, but again, I remain optimistic, hopefully. Let's move on to some funny news or some funniness. We're going to go into the...
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
There's this guy who sent an email to Adam Silver. David Piant of South Jamaica. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know why he didn't decide to just use a fake account or something. But he sent an email to Adam Silver saying, quote unquote, if you don't let me play, I'm going to come up there and kill you with my effing gun. What? Why would you send an email demanding to play and threatening a guy in a situation in a time where we're in this this time we're in with guns and regulations and killing and all that. What? That is the second one.
Retard alert, class.
And that's how the cookie crumbles. Before we get on and move on, I have a game for you guys. I'm going to give you guys a quote, and I'll give you 3 names of who could have said it. It's it's who said that. And these are quotes, like some of the dumbest things anybody could say, and they're sports related. They're by a sports athlete, reporter, or analyst. And you guys decide who said it. You guys ready? Marvin, Peter?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So the first one. Nobody in football should be called a genius. A genius is a guy like Norman Einstein. Who said that? Was it Joe Theismann? Was it Terry Bradshaw? Or was it John Gruden? Marvin?
I'm going to go with Terry Bradshaw.
Peter?
John Gruden.
Good. I get to use this one. Both of you guys are... It was Joe Theismann.
Wow.
The next one. I owe a lot to my parents, especially my mother and father. Did you guys catch that?
What?
I owe a lot to my parents, especially my mother and father. Was it Adrian Beltre, Greg Norman, the golfer, or J.R. Smith? Peter.
J.R. Smith.
Marvin?
Yeah, I'm going to go with J.R. Smith because he says some really dumb stuff.
He does say some dumb stuff, but it wasn't him. It was Greg Norman, the golfer.
Please, like I would have gotten that one.
Okay, the next one. I've never had a major knee surgery on any part of my body. Was it Tayshaun Prince, Bryce Harper, or the basketball player Winston Bennett? Marvin.
I'm going to go Winston Bennett.
I'll go the same.
Peter?
I'll go the same.
Oh, okay. You guys, dun. Finally, dun.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. We didn't underestimate them. They were a lot better than what we thought. Was it?
Oh, that's
J.R.
easy. Dennis Johnson. You don't even have to tell me the one.
Was it J.R. Smith, Bobby Ronson, the football coach, or Peter's pick?
I'm going to go with Peter's pick.
Yeah, it's Dennis Johnson. What was his name? If it wasn't Dennis Johnson, what was his name?
Bobby Robson, the football coach, not the American football, but the football, like soccer coach.
Wait, say that quote again.
We didn't underestimate them. They were a lot better than what we thought.
You know what? I thought you would have kept going. Where it was basically that, and we let them get away, something like that. That was Dennis Johnson's quote. This one goes on a huge rant.
See, Marvin, that's why sometimes you were checked by his confidence.
He was so confident.
That's that false confidence, yo.
I would have fallen for it too if Peter had said it that quickly too. The next one. You guys pair up in groups of 3 and line up in a circle. Bill Peterson, the FSU football coach, was it Don Mattingly or was it Bobby Bonilla? Marvin.
I'm going to go with the football coach.
Peter?
I don't know why I think it's Don Mattingly.
It would have been nice if it was Don Mattingly, but Marvin?
Yeah.
Sorry, Peter. That's when you run out of star power and you start running through the Koopas, and all of a sudden you run out and you hit the last Koopa with the...
Hey, what was the speed run on your Super Mario 1 run?
Oh, yeah. What was it? It was like 6 minutes, no? 7 minutes? We got to go back to that. We need to go back to that. No. Let me go again. Let me try it again.
Yeah. All right. That was a good way to burn, 6 hours?
Oh, okay. The next one. I've had to overcome a lot of diversity. Was it J.R. Smith, Lewis Brinson of the Marlins, or Drew Gooden of the Cavs in the early 2000s? Peter.
Drew Gooden.
What was the quote?
I've had to overcome a lot of diversity. Instead of adversity?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with J.R. Smith. Because once again, J.R. Smith says some dumb stuff, so he's got to be on one of these.
Peter? And Marvin, you ran out of star power? So what's the score? You guys got one together. You guys got Marvin got the
tie. We're 2-2.
Yeah,
another one
2-2
for the win.
Two more. There's two more in case you guys don't get the. Okay, so the next one.
J.R. Smith.
Therapy can be good. Can be a good thing. It can be therapeutic. Was it Alex Rodriguez, Mike Trout, or Anthony Rizzo? Marvin.
It was Anthony Rizzo, Mike Trout, and who was the first one?
Alex Rodriguez.
I'm going to go with A-Rod.
And Peter.
Rizzo.
Marvin. Peter. Okay, the last one. If Marvin gets it, it counts as 2 points. I mean, if you guys both decide on the same one, Marvin would get the extra point because he's ahead by 1. But if Peter gets it, you guys are tied, and Peter will get the extra 2 points. You get it? Like, whoever gets it right gets the 2 points for the win.
Okay.
Unless, you know.
All right. Okay, you're starting with your audition for Family Feud. All right, cook.
Yes.
All right, then
yes,
I'll go.
ready.
I'll go first. I'll go first, so there's no shenanigans called when I choose Peter's pick. Because real life situation, I just choose what Peter wants. What Peter chooses.
That's a checkmate. Okay, here you go. Are you any relation to your brother Marv? Was it Terry Bradshaw, Leon Wood, the NBA ref, or the MLB analyst Andy McCullough of the LA Times? Marvin.
So Andy McCullough,
Leon Wood, or Terry Bradshaw?
Terry Bradshaw. I'm going to go with Terry Bradshaw.
And Peter.
I'm going to go, you said Leon Wood?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Leon Wood.
How should I play this? Damn, how should I play this? So the winner of our Who Said That, our third Who Said That championship goes to Peter.
Damn, I won it 3 times. You really are on top of your game.
I don't think you won it 3 times, but
I don't think you won it, but if you're the 3-time champ, I was like, cool. What do I win?
We'll
come back next week.
We'll say. Well, you got my pair of shoes. There you go. You want my shoes?
Yes, I want some shoes.
Yes, I finally got rid of the shoes.
And they come back next week. Hey, I didn't call it. You want some shoes?
You want some shoes?
You want some shoes?
Oh man, good times. You guys got any more stuff going on?
No, I just got something funny though, real quick, because obviously we had just watched the Avengers, and I mean some of y'all I hope got to watch Black Panther. But have you noticed
it's been 3 weeks? So if whoever hasn't seen the Avengers, it's been 3 weeks since the Avengers movie came out. So if they haven't seen the Avengers, it's on them. If they
haven't seen it, they'll wait. They're those types that are just like don't have social media, and we'll probably end up watching it when it gets on Netflix or Blu-ray. And I don't know, or they were just bored. I have no idea because I even when I watched Avengers, I saw kids in the theater. So I was like, please. Anyways, but have you noticed now those news that popped up for the actor Chad Boswick about the Wakanda, where at first he was really like into doing the Wakanda salute, and now like people like pretty much associate him with that. Wait, come on now, this guy was also Jackie Robinson in the 42 movie. Come on, man.
I was about to say that he was also Jackie Robinson. I think that's what propelled him to the Wakanda.
Wakanda. But that was just my funny tidbit because I've been watching nothing but these photos, and I swear, even in the premiere for Avengers, he's just like, I'm tired of you guys asking me to do that damn salute.
Yeah, I would too. Imagine everywhere you go. Oh my God, Boswick, Wakanda, can you do that picture with us? Oh my God. At first I was probably like, oh my God, I'm being recognized for something. Now it's like, man, I wish I never did this. I'm glad I disappeared.
The thing is, I'm sure there's gonna be a part 2 for Black Panther. Man, at this point, probably gonna change the main actor just because like I ain't trying to do this no more. Like no. That's it. Can't do this. He's gonna go up and touch somebody. It's probably gonna be me because I'm gonna see him one day and be like, oh hey, Wakanda, and then boom, I get smacked in the face because I had to be the unfortunate one to tell him the very very last straw. That was like Wakanda, and it was like, yeah, no.
I think in that one phase that he's doing it at, where was he? Where he just has that face like when you're at your job for the first day compared to the 3 months in, and he has that face of disappointment. Like
he was at the premiere of Avengers, like, and he looks so uninterested to be there.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready for the next person to ask him to sock him right in the face. Like he's done with it, not having it. Hey, but real quickly, the Houston Rockets are up 11 on Golden State in the third quarter. Chris Paul just sank some free throws. I still don't think they're winning the series, but hey.
Well, I don't think they're going to go 0-2 at home. I mean, Houston is good for one win at their house. I hope. Oh,
I think Golden State is going to hit that 3-minute run they hit every game, and
oh, yeah, but they go on a 15-0 run, and then they just, like, demoralize you because they can hit threes and you can't.
Yeah. A 39, 40-point run in, like, 2 minutes. Straight dropping 3 points. As soon as they cross the half-court line, they start dropping threes.
No, it's not even – it used to be where if he pulled up from 30, people were like, hey, Steph Curry pulls up from 30. Well, now it's like, oh, okay, he hit a 3-point from 30 feet. Okay, cool.
Like the inbound pass to Steph Curry. shoot for a 90-foot 3-pointer. Good. Half court. Good. Off the head of what's his name? JaVale McGee. Good. Oh, you know what? I know what I was gonna do with you guys. So this is going around for a minute. I want you guys to tell me what you guys hear. So I'm gonna play this clip, and I want you guys to tell me what you hear. What word?
Laurel.
Peter, what do you hear?
Moral, Moral.
Marvin?
I hear Laurel, Laurel.
Thing is going around right now. It just, you guys remember that? Is it gold or is it blue? The dress.
Oh yeah.
This is a thing that's going on right now. So it depends on different frequencies. Basically, what it is, if you have older ears, you hear lower tones clearer than you do the high pitched sound. So the two words that are being said in this phrase is Yanny and Laurel. So at first I was hearing Yanny, and now I'm hearing Laurel. But if you guys put on some headphones and hear it, because this is like bad quality, but if you guys hear it with some real good quality, like headphones, or just put on some headphones and listen to the original sound, you might be able to hear Yanny. But at first it was, different. These are two things that are going. This is the thing that's going on.
Laurel.
Yeah, because I'm hearing Laurel now, and the person that created this it's crazy. He put both of the words together, so Yanny and Laurel are being said at the same time, just in different tones. And
yeah, you can hear now that I paid attention, you can hear the Yanny, but if you focus on the Laurel, like you can hear a slight whisper, like in the background.
Oh yeah, and then you can hear the clicking of the sound of the mouse as you try to play it over and over again. But yeah, it's wild. Like all morning, this is all I heard everywhere. All morning, everybody's trying to like discuss it, and I think there could have been some fights at the K Rock, AM 640. So it could have been some fights. Oh my God, Tayshaun Prince with the flop. Kill yourself. Oh no, Steph Curry. Oh my God, Steph Curry. Flop. Jesus Christ. But yeah. You guys got any other
Laurel.
topics? Anything?
Laurel.
Okay, we heard it. Oh my
Boy,
God.
have you lost your mind? Cause I'll help you find it.
What are you? Dropping everything.
An idiot sandwich.
Good times. Anything else? You guys got anything else?
Just wanted to say, it shouldn't really be congratulations or anything like that, but I guess I don't know how to say it, but I want to send good luck or get better. I don't know what to say in this instance, but the ex-Manchester United coach, Sir Alex Ferguson, who underwent emergency brain surgery.
Oh damn!
So he's back. He's good. Everything's well. He's stabilized. So all signs pointing in the right direction. So just
I don't think that was
good luck in his recovery. Yeah, I don't like what word do you use there. You don't say congratulations.
Yeah, you don't. But a healthy, speedy recovery.
I guess,
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully a long, speedy, healthy recovery. Everything goes well. We see him soon. Come back, be well, live long and prosper.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Well, hey, I'm gonna pose one because I just saw this right now. I'm gonna pose this quick question because I'm pretty sure we're just wrapping up right now. Does anyone here really want to see a series revolving around Alfred the Butler from Batman? Because that's just being greenlit. Yeah. So Alfred the Butler is gonna have his own origin story, which at this point I'm like, okay.
Well, like he went to Buckingham Palace, said, "Hey, I want a job with you."
Hey, I don't know, but I saw it right now that it's being greenlit that they're having basically a origin story for Alfred, not Batman. Wow. I mean, they had that already. Which I now need to start watching Gotham, because it's about to end. I haven't watched anything on that, but I really need to start watching that.
Gotham is good. I really recommend it.
Okay, I need to get on that. So. But
you can make it interesting.
But to hear that Alfred's gonna have his own show, it's like, why?
Oh wait, a show, not a movie?
No, it's a show. It's 10. They ordered 10 episodes.
Laurel.
They ordered 10 episodes.
Laurel. Laurel. Laurel.
No, yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't honestly. Oh my gosh, Steph Curry, what are you doing? I wouldn't be down for Alfred. Like, just. Would you watch it, Peter?
No, I mean, I probably would, but I'm also like, why?
Like he wasn't the guy that trained Batman. He just took care of the house. Like I don't see like a real like huge like significance in his impact in Batman other than like supporting him.
Maybe they'll use this because when you watch Batman, you just see him fighting, doing the detective work, stuff like that. Maybe this is a way of them going into the what you never see from Batman, like after preparation. No, but like if you see it from his eyes, maybe you see. Yeah, maybe you'll see some stuff you never see.
The Butler did it.
No, I get Marvin. That's what I figured. What Marvin's saying, like they're probably like, just like the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like whatever happens in Avengers or in the movies, S.H.I.E.L.D. comes in and they fix it, or that's what happens after the fights and all that. Maybe that's what they're trying to do with Alfred. Like Batman goes and kicks the Joker's ass.
I mean, I hope you're giving them ideas, because I hope it better not be some BS about him like growing up in like British or something, and they're telling me that now he had to go through the whole schooling at Buckingham, and then the Waynes picked him up, and then was just butlering until they ultimately died, and
Master Wayne, would you like some chowder? It's chowder. Chowder.
Chowder.
Our minds are working.
Oh my God! This is the train wreck we all live for.
Laurel.
Towards the end, it gets wild.
Laurel.
No, there. We already heard it. We already know it's Laurel. Oh man! So if you guys have anything else, let's wrap it up.
All right, wrap it up then.
No, you guys suck. You guys suck. Get out. Stop. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being on. Thanks for listening. My hosts, friends, best friends. Marvin and Peter, thank you guys for being on. And again, Peter, welcome to the 30 Club.
Real quick. Just remember, and I know you're a fan of the show. You know they ordered about 72 episodes of Rick and Morty. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that, but I haven't even seen 3.
All right, Hulu, come on now. My boy LAJ needs to watch this Rick and Morty.
Hulu is lagging it. Yes, Hulu is lagging it. Oh my God. Damn millennials and their damn trash. Yeah, I heard about it. I heard. Damn.
But
Rick and Morty, man.
But with that said,
what should I end it with? Let's see. What do I have? Oh, I know. There. Where is it at? Here we go. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being on. Appreciate you guys being on the show. Happy you guys are always on. Today's show was spectacular. Amazing. It's only getting better. Blah, 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 blah. Let me leave you with a quote, actually. What's a good quote? Don't put your thumb in your finger after you've gone to the bathroom. No, that's not a quote.
We'll leave it with that.
No, I have quotes. Wait, hold up. I have quotes. Give me a second.
Oh God, you're turning into 2009 Jesus, where everything was quote. I got this quote from this one writer, and oh my God, it was amazing.
When you start clapping to break the floor, and then cross, Bill Gates. What would you have done if you had started the company?
Whoa!
So I'm gonna leave you with this quote: "Success is when preparation meets opportunity." And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Laurel.
you guys have a good night.
Laurel.
Good night, everybody.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good one, everyone.
All right.
What started as my first coffee shop turned into 10. So I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. I earn unlimited 2% cash back on every business purchase, like this. That's thousands of dollars going back into my business. What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA N.A.
When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers. Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figure it out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Requires new line. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 480p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.